Hello, everybody. We are going to be making a pop art photo. Now, pop art photo, as you look at this looks like a Andy Warhol style of photograph, and that's the idea that we're going for, that each image has a different color and it just repeats itself multiple times. So let's get started. So you're going to find your photo that you want to use. It could be a person, a thing, an animal, whatever. Today I just decided to do Tiger King, and you're going to copy that image address. Right click copy. Then you're going to go to Pixlr, Pixlr.com, and we're going to go to Pixlr E, and you are going to create a new image. And you're going to select Instagram because you want to get a square image for this. It's a little bit easier to use the square image. So it's already preset. You just click on Instagram and click on create. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to import your image. So you have to go to layer, add URL as layer, and paste the image into that dialog box. And click load. Now you're going to resize this image so that it fits this whole frame. So I'm going to resize it as much as I can. And then I'm going to go to edit, free transform, and I'm going to drag out the photo so it can fit in this square format. Click on the side here to accept the changes. And then I'm going to do the same steps with the last project, which is delete the background. So I'm going to go to the lasso select and click on polygonal selection tool. And I'm going to outline him really quickly so I can delete that background. Okay. There we go. We're going to go to select and go to invert selection, and then press the backspace button to delete the background. Then you're going to click Control D to deselect it. And we're going to click on these three dots right here, and we're going to click on merge down to make it into one layer. Now I'm going to put a white background here. So I'm going to click on my fill tool and click on white. Make sure I have white selected. And click right here on the background, and I'll fill it in with white. Then I'm going to go to adjustment and go to threshold. And you can adjust on your photo. You can adjust it to the way you like it. I think it looks fine, so I'm just going to click apply. And then after this, I'm going to click adjustment again and click on hue and saturation. I'm going to click on colorize, and I'm going to select a hue from this scale right here. So you could do red, blue, whatever color you feel like doing. You need like about 4 colors for this project. So let's go with this yellow. Click apply. And then we're going to save this to our computer. Now in this step, it's really important to save it in a place that you can find it. And so that would be your drive. Please do not save it and leave it in your downloads folder because you won't really have easy access to it. So I'm going to show you how to drag it over to your drive. Show folder. Take that file and drag it over to your drive. You might have to drag it over to the little arrow and just drop it into your drive. window. All right. Now, instead of reopening the same photo all over again, we are going to backstep. So we're going to go back to threshold. We're going to click on that layer and then go to adjustment. Actually, we're going to go, for some reason, it won't let me go back from threshold. We're going to go back to fill on the history window, which is right below your layers window. And we're going to go back to threshold and then go to adjustment. And then I'll let you do it. I don't know why it won't let me do it from threshold. So I have to kind of back paste it from fill and then go back to threshold again. I have no idea why it's doing that. So, and if you can't find your history window, you have to go to view and, no wait, I'm sorry. It's not view. I forgot that we're on a different pixeler. It should show up when you're using Pixlr E. So it's right below layers and it's the window down here. So you go to threshold again, go to adjustment, and then you just repeat the last steps, which is going to hue and saturation. And I have to make sure that it's highlighted before I do that. Hue and saturation. And you're going to select another hue. We have to do colorize first. You're going to select another color, click apply, and then save it again. So, as you're saving these, you should name them. So I'm putting TK pink, and then I'm downloading it. And then drag that over to our drive. And then I'll say it's copied to drive. Okay, so we made two colors. Now we're gonna backstep back to fill and go back to threshold. And then we're gonna go back to adjustment, go to hue saturation, and click on colorize. And then I'm gonna pick another color. Just go with this orange and click apply, save. TK orange and click download and show folder and drag it over to your drive. Once this dialog box comes up, you just cancel it and then you're good to go for the fourth one. I'm not going to go onto the fourth one because it'll just take too long. And we're going to start collaging together into like another square so we can have 4 of different colors of Tiger King. So at this point, you're going to do File, New Image. We're going to go back to Instagram and click Create. And then we're going to open the images by layer. So we're going to go click on Layer, add URL as, oh, sorry, my bad. Add image as URL. Excuse me. Add images layer. And then click on the orange one, the last one that you did, and then just resize it for right now onto that square. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. Go back to layer and do add image as layer. And we select our pink and click open. Resize it and then move it over to here. This is just temporarily until we could get all of them onto the canvas here. Add image as layer. yellow, open, resize, layer, add images layer, and I'm going to do the green, click open. All right. So now I got all 4 of these on here, and they're on different layers. So just keep that in mind. But if you click on each image, then you're able to resize it without having to flip through the layers. So that's what I'm going to do is I'm going to resize them so I can get them aligned just right. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it just has to, all the images have to kind of touch each other. So I'll be doing that right now. Okay, not half bad, right? Okay, and now at this point you can save it and then turn it in. If you want to go extra steps, you can save it and then repeat the last step I just showed you. You just keep reopening this file. So when you save it, you're going to put TK quad, name it something that you can recognize, and then go through the same process where you download it and move it to your drive. Okay. And then just open those steps really quick right now. New image, Instagram create, and then layer, add image, quad, open. And you can resize this. And instead of just kind of repeating the last steps, you just click on the dots and click duplicate. And I'll make another layer with it. And you just keep doing it like 4 times. And then you get all 4 of them here and just resize each one so that it makes like a grid. So there you go. And this students do because it's too confusing, but for the project itself, you need to have this block right here. Otherwise, it kind of defeats the purpose of the whole project.